welcome to the 9th Annual Middlebury New Filmmakers Festival. I'm Lisa Mitchell, Town Hall Theater's Executive Director, and I can't tell you how proud we are to have Town Hall Theater as the home venue for MNFF. We've been a partner from the very beginning, and it's been so exciting to watch this festival grow year after year. And we're always impressed by the expert curation of more than 120 films, thanks to founder Lloyd Komesar and artistic director Craven. And we truly value the vibrancy and activity that this festival brings to our downtown. A little bit about Town Hall Theater. You may or may not know that we opened again as a theater in 2008 after a massive capital campaign and 10-year restoration effort, and we are currently on the cusp of another exciting change. In the past 15 years, we've hosted thousands of events, built a thriving education program. We have dedicated members and volunteers who are crucial to our bottom line, our day-to-day operations, and really important business sponsors, including our season sponsor, IPJ Real Estate. We're also thrilled to be a home to more than a dozen resident companies, and MNFF is one of our key resident company partners. And this festival has become an annual flagship event for us here at THT. It's kind of like our Super Bowl, actually. And regarding our sort of next stage here at Town Hall Theater, if you take a look in the Jackson Gallery, we're on the cusp of a major expansion that involves a new wing, an outdoor public plaza, balconies overlooking the Otter Creek, and these new spaces will really benefit our resident companies like MNFF as well as our audiences year-round. So I encourage you to take a look down in the Jackson Gallery and take a peek at our plans. I'd like to shine the spotlight on festival producer Lloyd Komesar, who came walking into the Town Hall Theater office more than a decade ago and had this big vision for this festival, and we just knew instantly he had the knowledge, energy, charisma, focus. There was no stopping Lloyd. If you know Lloyd, you know that about him. And we instantly became an active partner, and Lloyd, Jay, and their whole team has really driven this festival to tremendous success. And we simply couldn't be more grateful that Lloyd manifested this vision here in Middlebury. And with that, I would like to introduce my dear friend, MNFF producer, and the sensational Lloyd Komesar.
Not ad-libbing, none. Eyesight's getting worse, right? So. Can you hear that? It's like rustling of paper. Let's see if I can dampen that just a little bit. Okay, welcome, because this is so cool to see all of you here as we start the 9th Annual Middlebury New Filmmakers Festival. It's been an amazing ride. We're always thrilled to be back at Town Hall Theater, our dear home venue. Thank you, Lisa, for wonderful opening remarks. They've got a great team here. I want to thank everybody at THT, fabulous support. Lisa, of course, Doug, Aaron, Zach, Abby, Mary, Leon, all the interns and volunteers who make this festival possible and stage such a beautiful event here for us. So we're delighted to be here with all of you this evening because this is one of the few sunny days we have had this summer. I do think it's glorious, I really do. It just looks so green out there, it's wonderful. Now, some of you are wondering what happened to the little white building that once sat next to Town Hall Theater, the old diner. It was torn down recently so that a gorgeous new wing of Town Hall Theater can be built that will transform our local townscape. And it won't be long before the shovels are in the ground. And so if you're interested in knowing more, just ask Lisa or Doug. They'll be happy, very happy to give you the scoop. Or as Lisa said, just go downstairs, take a look at the beautiful exhibit they have about what the future will look like. And for us, we can't wait to be part of this bold new expansion of the cultural and artistic life in our community. So good luck, and shovels in the ground soon, I hope. As we talk of building the future on this land, I'd like to honor our connections to the past as well by acknowledging that we are gathered here on Endakena, the ancestral land of the Abenaki people. And now I want to introduce our hardworking, dedicated, and upbeat, very upbeat team this year, the ones who, without any doubt, made this festival possible. So team, I want you to come up as I call your name and enjoy the spotlight because you've earned it. First, our truly, truly exceptional associate producer, the great Hannah Leffler. Next, please give a warm welcome to John McCulloch, a multi-talented producing intern and soon to be a senior at Middlebury College. John. Move on to Rach Peck, a genuinely resourceful producing intern who will be a junior at Middlebury College in the fall. Next to Jisan Hawk, an intrepid and knowledgeable videography intern who will shortly begin his senior year at the University of Vermont. Jisan. And last, but absolutely not least, Lauren Sayula, an immensely creative and wonderfully calm videography intern who recently graduated from Middlebury College and will be working at the college this fall in the film and media culture department. Lauren, please come up. This right here is a good team. If you see them around during the festival, don't hesitate to engage with them. They know a lot, happy to share. And so as they leave the stage, how about one more round of applause? On to our sponsors very quickly. You're all here, many of you are here, and your sustained support has been foundational to our success. There's no doubt about it. 9 years ago, we started on a shoestring, and now we are firmly aloft on your wings. We're enormously grateful for your generosity. I want to give a quick shout out first to Silver Maple Construction, who this year will be hosting our lovely evening parties on Friday and Saturday night. I know Dre Ward is here. Dre, thank you very much. Can we change slides now? We've gone to sponsors. That'll help me. Thank you. And I also want to give a shout out, equally robust shout out to Middlebury College, which will host our Friday happy hour this year, in addition to the myriad ways this great college makes our festival so much better. Thank you, Lori. Lori Patton is here tonight. Speaking of real estate, that's pretty good real estate right there for a reason. I want to spend a few moments just in praise of our marvelous presenting sponsor, IPJ Real Estate. Everybody knows they're a true leader in this community and a remarkable benefactor of the nonprofit arts. 3 years ago, IPJ stepped up to become our long-term presenting sponsor, and I am thrilled to break some news tonight in announcing that IPJ Real Estate will continue its presenting sponsorship for another 3 years, and we are So if you would kindly welcome my dear friend Amy Ryan to the stage. She has some remarks for us tonight.
I was trying to decide if I should wing it or read. Wing it. We could not be more grateful to this community. What we do is only possible because this community exists in the manner that it does. And the film festival, when Lloyd approached me about it probably 10 years ago, was a no-brainer to me. What we're so grateful for is that arts like this, education, sporting events, festivals, whatever the case might be, it makes this community what it is, and it allows us to continue to do what it is that we do every day. I have an awesome team. Sarah Pusso and Courtney DeBishop are here tonight. And I'm grateful for all of you most of it. Welcome to our amazing town. Thank you.
That right there was good winning. Very good winning. I mentioned Middlebury College a few moments ago, and I'd like to now invite its dynamic president, Lori Patton, to come to the stage and offer us some of her comments. Please give Lori a stirring round of applause.
Hey everybody, it's fantastic to see you tonight. I want to begin by saying that you're thanking us. We love giving this film festival our time, talent, and treasure from Middlebury. We need to thank you, and I'm going to share with you tonight why we need to thank you. The first thing I want to say is to tell a little story about Middlebury. Now, this is about Middlebury College, but it equally applies to the town and the incredible people that we work with every day. We had a big website design. Check out our new website. It's been 5 years in the making, more like 8. It is awesome. Go see it. And the guy we consulted with the first time said, you know, I said yes to Middlebury when they called immediately because I moved from Indiana University. I got here and there was a lot of East Coast pretentious thing going on and who went to which college and all that stuff. And I just was so proud of being from Indiana University. And no one kind of related to that in any way. And then I went out, I started to get to know these really cool people who were all no ego, all impact, really chill, lovely, smart, uber smart, creative people. And as we were out for a drink with my new friends, I found out that 5 of them had gone, out of 6 had gone to Middlebury College. I would say the same thing about the town. Low ego, high impact, and that is why art events like this, wonderful kinds of major opportunities for gathering like this are so dynamic and so fun because we are all about the work and all about the artistic experience and connect in some really exciting ways. And I just have to say, the UVM intern is awesome as well. Are they not the coolest? Thank you for all this wonderful work. I want to share 5 fun facts about Middlebury Film Festival. The spirit of the festival is kept alive all year, many of you know that. In addition to this, we have a select monthly film screening, which we absolutely love, and mostly here, and also the Vermont tour, which takes us on the road. Number 2, the festival's Vermont Teddy Award is created by Burlington, Vermont's Teddy Bear Company, which has produced over 6 million teddy bears since 1981. Woo! Festivals, the Franklins are here tonight. Franklin Film Development Fund has provided over $50,000 to support the filmmakers since it launched in 2019. Let's give it up for Lloyd did not say this, but the festival's received 508 submissions for the 2023 event. That's a record number, and from what we selected, 125 to be screened this week, so awesome record. And then finally, a film festival was born. Maybe you know this, maybe you don't. When Lloyd called a friend in Middlebury while Lloyd was waiting for a car wash in California. So what a great fun fact. I'm going to end by telling you what my friend Mila Wagman said. She had a film screen a couple years ago. She was my college drama major friend. She remained in theater and the arts. I went in another direction. And she also was able to switch careers. Mostly in theater, then she wanted to direct film. She, at my age, decided to become a filmmaker. And the Middlebury Film Festival welcomed her. So I said, what did you love about it? She said, passionate film curators seeking new voices. That's all about regeneration and rejuvenation of the arts. That's why we love it. Number 2, exposure to a broad array of artistic voices and styles and experiences. There's no tyranny of genre. That's awesome for the arts. And finally, a friendly, warm, vibrant community of arts and academics and Vermonters, we are those things too, gathered to share our vision. Again, easygoing, unpretentious, all about the art. That's what Mila loved about being here and being a new filmmaker. So again, I want to say thank you. and I'm gonna give a phrase to you, which has become a phrase in our office. It's called Coffee with Lloyd. What Coffee with Lloyd means, if I'm really busy and someone's out there and there's a new idea that you know is gonna take you in a few interesting directions financially as well as resource-wise and everything else, it means you're having this awesome time and you're so excited you say yes before you even know it. Are they having coffee with Lloyd? That's what it means, is you're going to come back with some great commitments, and you're going to be, let's go. So there's your phrase.
I'm available for coffee tomorrow. Many of our great board members are here tonight. I just want to acknowledge Jay Craven, our festival's founding the dynamic Liz Robinson is here. Liz, can you wave? Emeritus Professor Bill Hart is here. Serena Kim, one of the owners of Swift House Inn. And Maggie Keith, our latest owner of Little C Coffee Roasters. These folks are giving real bedrock support to us and great service and unshakable enthusiasm. We need all of that, so thank you. To our many long-time and first-time donors who are here tonight, thank you for your spectacular generosity. You continue to make a real difference in securing our future. To our many volunteers who are trained really well by Hannah Leffler, they'll be assisting and guiding you over the next 4 days, and they're going to be driving our filmmakers from and to the airport. I want to say many, many thanks to our volunteers, and also great thanks to the dozens, literally dozens of host families who have generously taken filmmakers into their home. It's a tradition that often leads to new and lasting friendships. And please give a hearty round of applause for all of these people who are here tonight. All right, and now to our many filmmakers who have traveled here to join us. First of all, thank you for making the journey. We are truly lifted by your presence here in Middlebury. And Jay and I have no idea when we start this process what the festival will ultimately look like and how many films we will receive. It becomes a 5-month journey of discovery and astonishment. Last year, when we received 498 submissions, it was an all-time record last year. I thought, okay, that will never happen again. It's a total fluke. This year, Lori talked about it, we actually got 510 films, and I'm thinking, and that's a new record. I thought, oh my God. We are no longer some unknown little festival. The word is out. So after all the films have been screened and reviewed, and we have boiled everything down to just about 120, you all filmmakers should know that we consider your work to be the very best and are thrilled to present your beautiful films to our audiences. And whether it's a documentary, or it's a narrative, or experimental, or animation, whether it's a feature or a short, you have all contributed to the distinct and abiding pleasure that is the Middlebury Youth Filmmakers Festival. Thank you so much. Just want to add that a good number of you are here tonight donated to the new MNFF travel fund. This was a good idea. We set out a few months ago to raise 10 grand to defray some of the really exorbitant cost of the airfare that filmmakers must pay to get to Burlington and then go back home. And frankly, we were just really tired of missing out on filmmakers every year, half a dozen or more, who just simply could not afford to come. And I'm proud to say that we raised the 10 grand, and in spending nearly all of it, we have helped 22 additional filmmakers make it to Middlebury. Which leads us to a record number of filmmakers in attendance. We're, I think, at 84. Maybe a couple have not been able to come, maybe they got sick, but 84 filmmakers is so beyond what we ever expected. folks from Argentina, from Lebanon, Great Britain, and also from many distant locations in the U.S. And as a result of the travel fund, I think that the richness, the texture, and diversity of MNFF increases, and we all benefit. So if you donated to our inaugural effort, thank you, keep donating. And if you didn't, the travel fund is it's a very tangible and positive way to impact the festival, and we hope you'll join us as we set about raising another 10 grand for 2024. And now let's have Dave Craven, a great MNFF artistic director and a longtime feature filmmaker, and my partner from day one, come to the stage for his perspective on what's become the next few days.
Welcome, and I don't want to take a whole long period of time, but among our filmmakers, raise your hand if you're one of our filmmakers, or if you are a filmmaker, raise your hand. Yes, okay. I see my friend Barbara Koppel, who I met in January of 1971, before anybody else in this room was even born. At the Winter Soldier investigation.
Yeah.
Great. And I showed her film in 1978, 9? Seven. And then suddenly she pops back up. Huh?
We'll compromise.
We'll compromise. Thank you. Anyway, welcome to Barbara, two-time Academy Award-winning documentary filmmaker here. And this is like your fourth or fifth time, so she's part of the family. And for me, this is what it feels like to come to Middlebury this week. It really is sort of a gathering of the tribes, a coming together that is very much hosted by Middlebury in all of its splendor and generosity. And it's always fun, certainly for me, coming from the Northeast Kingdom, to have this special week. And I just want to thank everybody for making this possible and for welcoming these filmmakers, including into your homes. And who here is hosting a filmmaker this week? Okay, that is. I like to do these scientific market studies, so who here as a filmmaker felt struck by lightning, literally, with an idea that just cropped up and they just followed it to the end? Any filmmaker, raise your hand if that's the case of anything you've done. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, 20, 30, okay, good. Is Dylan Tanner here?
No, he didn't make it back.
He didn't come, okay, then I can talk about it. No, this is a guy that made a film in the Northeast Kingdom, where I am from. And the inspiration that came to this guy, I thought was really sort of spanned the generations. Okay, and one more scientific question. Who here ever had a completely funky vehicle that they, in their younger years? Okay, a number of you did? Okay, yes. Okay, I'm going to ask Barbara and Lori to tell me what those vehicles were very quickly.
It was a silver Toyota Tercel that had 5 red stripes across it as a sign that it could go really fast.
Okay.
I still have it. It's a Toyota Highlander.
Okay.
2002.
Okay,
Still
great.
running.
Okay, fabulous. Yeah, mine was a 1956 Renault Quatre Chevaux that was used in the Saigon taxi squad under the French occupation. They still made them for a few years, and you had to push it to get it started. So I had to recruit people off the sidewalk to get me when I went to college. Anyway, so we've all had that. Well, Dylan Tanner, who's a filmmaker whose movie's going to be shown tomorrow, had, like, I believe it was a 30-year-old bread truck that he picked up, which burned lots of gasoline and was not terribly reliable. And he had a girlfriend who went to the Northeast Kingdom for the summer to work on a farm, and she convinced him to come join her. The only problem is the truck broke down usually 2 to 3 times a week. And so his closest friend in the Northeast Kingdom very quickly became the tow truck operator in town. And from that inspiration, he's made this fabulous film called Roland and Mary, A Winter of Towing in the Northeast Kingdom. This was his inspiration for his very first movie. And I think that in bringing filmmakers here, what we celebrate is this concept of inspiration and finding compelling narrative in the most unlikely places. And so here we are to share it and to welcome you, and thanks so much.
not a big fan of Renault.
I paid $50 for it.
All right. By the way, Jay is around during this festival, especially for filmmakers who are here. Please just wrangle him, talk to him. He has a lot to share. You know, this is the 11th or 12th feature film that you're doing right now. 11 feature films. And Jay does it without studio support. He has unique ways of raising money to make his films, which benefit a lot of college students around this country. Let's see. I want to do one other programming note about ASEF. My dear friend Wayne Forrest is here. Many of you know I've been flagging this quite heavily the last few years. This is unique to us. And it's all because Wayne brought us this program. So we'll have the 3rd annual presentation of the winners of the ASEF Prize for Cross-Cultural Filmmaking right here at Town Hall Theater on Friday. This celebrates our exchange of filmmakers, one from Indonesia. And are the Indonesian filmmakers here? Giovanni, Theo, are you here? Would you stand up? ASEF stands for the American Indonesian Cultural and Educational Foundation. And its chairman, as I said, my dear friend Wayne Forrest is once again with us tonight. Wayne, would you mind just standing up for a second? It's through the foundation's generous support and additional support now from Freeport McMullen Company, this wonderful exchange program with the Bali International Film Festival is possible. So we ask you to join us on Friday if you'd like, right here at Town Hall Theater, 11:30 for the U.S. premiere of Orpa, a drama directed by Theogracia Rumansara, who just arrived today, or maybe he started out 3 days ago, just arrived from Papua, Indonesia, along with the film's producer, Giovanni Ramadeva. Welcome, gentlemen, one more time, and thank you for coming all the way from Papua. Orpa was selected by the Bali International Film Festival a couple of months ago as their ASEF winner, and will be the first Papuan film ever shown outside of Indonesia. And we have it. At 2 o'clock, we're going to screen the MNFF ASEF winner. The film is called Dear 13. It's a documentary directed by American filmmaker Alexi Neofitidis, who will be joining us for her screening on Friday. Is Alexi here? Yes. Where are you? Stand up, girl. And just to keep the flavor going, we'll be joined also by the Consul General of the Republic of Indonesia, who will be coming up with an entourage, and he'll be here for the screening of the ASEF winners. So once again, Wayne, this is a huge gift to us. We're the only festival that does this, and we are grateful beyond belief. And one more note about Alexi Neofitidis, if I may. She is the first filmmaker in MNFF history to have 2 feature films accepted at the festival, with each winning a major prize. Alexi, great work. That is a rare feat, okay? I mean, it's just a beautiful thing. We're so happy about this. Her first film, Dear 13, and the other one is called Fire Through Dry Grass, and we recommend them both. We had a Wednesday opening today, a soft launch, as you know. Good way to get our party started. Tomorrow we're going to go flat out all the way to Sunday, screening Thursday, Friday, Saturday on 4 screens. You know the time periods, 9, 11:30, 2 p.m., and 7:15. Sunday we're 10 a.m., 1 p.m., and 4 p.m. And do not forget our lovely outdoor venue at Swift House. Each evening on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we have 3 great films by British filmmakers on tap this year, and they're all really good. One of them, a kind of kidnapping, won Best Narrative Film here at MNFF 9. So the British invasion is upon us at the tent. Go see these great films. You have your programs designed by our good friend Matt Haywood at the Image Farm. You know we have a wonderful lineup of honorees here this year, who in order of appearance are Yoni Brook. Yoni, are you here? Where are Yoni? Please stand up for a moment. Yoni Brook. Teresa Raymond Garcia, one of the greatest casting directors of all time, will be here starting tomorrow. Barbara Koppel, welcome back, Barbara. Barbara Koppel is here. Our festival friend Mark Levin will be screening a film tomorrow night for his return engagement. The great Alexander Payne will be here for 4 days, and he tells me he wants to meet Barbara. That is his major objective here at the film festival. Our dear friend Beth Levison, Middlebury grad, will be here as an honoree. Sue Friedrich will be here, and John Slattery will be here. Whether they're screening a film or doing a Q&A or making a presentation, please make them feel at home. Go right up to them. It's all part of the extended family atmosphere that we have here. And as always, for our Fest Pass and Filmmaker Pass holders, join us at happy hours, evening parties tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. And we'll be back here on Sunday for the always joyous V-Teddy Awards at 6:30. And at 7:30, our closing night film, Maggie Moore's, directed by John Slattery and starring John Hamm and Tina Fey. Jay will do a nice Q&A with John following the screening to wrap up the festival. So in short, I think we've got a pretty nice festival for you to enjoy. Read your program, make your selections, and jump in. A couple more just quick notes. If you want to shop for our festival gear, we have a lovely new merch and info store. Now that the diner has been torn down, we're in the old stationery store at 40 Main Street. Many of you remember that. And we have set up, I think, a really nice array of stuff. We've got our swell hats, we've got glass sponge, we have tote bags, and new this year, soft and comfy crew neck sweatshirts, perfect for the fall weather that will be here soon enough. One other thing too, you may be seeing our videography team shooting interviews with filmmakers. Several of you have signed up for this. It'll be right in the back of the new store at the old stationery building. Lauren and Jisan have set this up. They made it look gorgeous. It looks like Fernwood tonight, I think, I'm pretty sure, if you know the potted plant routine. Anyway, Matt Jennings, who's the editor of Middlebury Magazine, will be conducting the interviews with filmmakers. So if you go while an interview is in progress to the merch store, just shop quietly, okay? They'll be fine, because otherwise they'll get upset. And Lori mentioned some things that we do. Yes, the MNFF Select Series will resume here on October 12th at THT. Our theme for the year will be Great Stories Well Told. We'll have an announcement coming out in mid to late September. Stay tuned. The Vermont Tour, huge success last year. We'll take a bunch of feature films on the road from this festival around the state in late March and early April, and we'll announce our tour films very shortly in the fall. And also mention the MNF Franklin Film Development Fund, which was created by our dear friend Churchill and Janet Franklin. We recently announced our 5th recipient. This is how Lori does the math. We get to $50,000 that way. We give away $10,000 matching grants. The current winner, the most recent winner, is MNF alum Olivia Hetry. She did a gorgeous narrative feature script called Margot and Rudy, which was selected by a panel of experienced screenwriters. And yes, indeed, this is about the complex relationship between Margot Fontaine and Rudolph Nureyev. And we really hope she makes this film. The script is fantastic. All of you filmmakers who are here tonight, if this is your first time, you are now MNFF alumni, and you will be able to submit a script, a narrative script, in our next round of the Franklin Fund submissions beginning later in the fall. We'll let you know when the window opens. And now it's time for tonight's beautiful and revealing opening night film, Dusty and Stone, directed by Jesse Rudoy, who is right here. Jesse, please stand up for a moment. Following the film, please stay. We have a nice Q&A with Jesse and Jay Craven. And afterwards, as you know, join us up at Swift House Inn with Serena Kim and Matthew Robinson for our traditional opening night party under the big tent. But first, before we go to the film, if we could get the Teddies off stage right now, it would be great. You'll see them on closing night. Please say goodbye. Goodbye, Teddies. They're more than just props, believe me. They become very near and dear to us. Thank you. And now we'll get to the film in just a moment, but first, we'd like to show a terrific MNFF9 Festival trailer, which was put together by our 2 stellar videography interns, Lauren Segala and Jisan Ha. Thanks again to all of you for your support for attending the 9th annual. We deeply appreciate it. Enjoy the show. Thank you.